All right, I'm finally ready to watch this cinematic.
Slender is the strand that guides your destiny. So easily overlooked, yet cutting deeper than the sharpest blade. Shh. It's almost over. Your ambition was rare, you know. Yet despite even betraying your own mother, here you are. You promised nothing. Yet I gave you everything. You were just not enough. Pity me. I don't. You were a means to an end.
Wow.
Your survival wasn't necessary. I simply wish you had lasted a little longer. And now you learn the true lesson of the Void. Only the strongest survive.
Oh, wow. Dude, that is rough. The true lesson of the Void. Only the strongest survive. I thought it was feet are cute. How wrong I am. But it is cold, bro. And it is just sort of Darwinian logic. Only the strongest survive. Done. You were not good enough. Simple as. Interesting. Do you guys think Queen Ansurek is dead? Have anyone checked to see if she is actually dead? Hector, I'm asking if she's confirmed canonically dead. As in, you've looted her corpse. Her corpse didn't show that there was still one HP left or anything like that. Is that why the Void entities are so hungry all the time to grow and be the strongest? I think so, Kiki. I think this is literally exactly, this explains everything. This explains why the old gods were constantly fighting with each other. This explains why the Void entities are constantly engaged in some kind of battle, because you need to grow stronger, for if you're not strong enough, you do not survive. This may even give us a little bit of insight into the actual Void Lords. It is possible that the Void Lords themselves are in fact, they weren't born as Void Lords, but instead they were the ones who survived. They were the ones who kept growing. They were the ones who kept getting stronger. And as a result, they were the ones who became the Void Lords. It also explains Dementius and why it's only Dementius that showed up on Koresh and none of the other Void Lords. You see, the Void Lords don't have a single purpose. They are not united in their destruction of anything. It is even possible that from the Void Lord's perspective, not all of them even give a crap about Azeroth or the Hour of Twilight. They care only about survival. And in order to survive, you must be the strongest. This is all you can do. This is the only purpose, is growing and becoming more powerful than what you are. This might even be why they say the Void sees 1,000 truths. Because from the Void's perspective, there is no singular truth. Look at the Titans. All of the Titans operate under a single mandate. They all want and do the exact same things. Look at the realms of death. They all operate under a single mandate. Even the foul, which is considered to be disorder, operate under a single mandate. That mandate being to destroy worlds and pull those worlds into the twisting nether. That is what the foul does. The void, on the other hand, there is no, if you got two void lords into a room and asked them what is the purpose of life, you would get 1,000 different answers. Because they don't agree on what the purpose of life is. They're all doing their own shit and having fun with it. Which creates within itself such a beautiful, chaotic existence of the void and of the void lords. It also explains why beings like the first ones would have been incapable of bringing order to beings like the void, because the void's order isn't predicated on rules or edicts or anything of that nature. Their entire purpose is predicated on survival of the fittest. Those that are the strongest, those are the winners. And I would not be surprised, Bapimba, with what you just said there, if there is a point in which we make our way into the void and find that inside the void, it is very similar to being inside the Immaterium. Very similar to being inside the Immaterium. Where you have these void lords, maybe 4 or 5 or 6 of them, that are just constantly destroying each other and constantly fighting each other. And here is the real kicker. N'Zoth, Yesaraj, Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron, and whoever may or may not be the 5th old god, right? And Xal'atath, the reason they keep stitching each other up, the reason they keep turning on each other, is because they don't serve the same lords. The lord that Xal'atath served is not the same as the lord that N'Zoth served. So they're literally ruining each other's plans because from their perspective, just because N'Zoth wants to bring about the Hour of Twilight doesn't mean Illyria or Xal'atath wants to bring about the Hour of Twilight. Xal'atath's Void Lord just wants to make sure that N'Zoth's Void Lord doesn't get the Hour of Twilight, because that would give him too much power. So more than happy to work with mortals to try and stop N'Zoth, because, well, why not? Right? Which creates within it just such a beautiful cacophony of chaos. I love it. I absolutely adore this. Such a strong line. If what I just said is true, then big questions have to be asked. Here's why. The light has struck a bargain with the enemy of all. Suddenly doesn't need to be Sargeras or Death or any of the cosmic forces. It could literally be that the light struck a bargain with one of the Void Lords. And from this Void Lord's perspective, that Void Lord is the enemy of all. It even creates a really interesting one with Xal'atath's Whisper. Xal'atath says, "The light views us as monsters to be resisted, but we do not share that view. They are merely brothers, not the light, the Naru. They are merely brothers and sisters who have lost their way, and they will return to the masters in time." What if the Naru is a Void Lord that figured out that there is an immense amount of power inside the light, and he took his beings over to the side of the light in order to get that power. It is possible. Not saying it is, but it is possible, right? Almost anything is possible when you actually when you look at this line, only the strongest survive. It opens up so many possibilities for what the void actually is. The Naru sound like they were ordered more and more from void rather than being of the light. Epic Cthulhu, that is also entirely possible, right? It is possible that the Naru are literal void creatures that were ordered by the Titans into these beings of light.